Boom. I'm Brett Kaminsky.
I'm Dave Mankoff.
My name tag says Brett, but I'm Andrew.
And we have two guests, count them. You can see both of them actually right now, right? We can see everybody. Hi, everybody. Wave. Wave to the nice people. We are live right now on Ustream. Name yourself, sir.
Live stream.
I'm Travis the Healer.
Travis the Healer, thank you. And then on the big TV behind us here, we have...
I'm George Ivanoff. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 3 Guys, 1 Cup. We're doing a little different setup, as you can see, in the Fortress of Davitude Studios, which is also the place where I live. We are live right now.
We commandeered your apartment.
Yeah, it's kind of my apartment.
Yeah.
We are live right now in the studio with Travis, and George here. And how's everybody doing?
Great.
Where do we want to start?
I'm fucking excited. I've been stoked about this ever since yesterday.
We have 3 exciting things now. We have our first Skype guest, our first live real guest, and our first audience member. Say hello, Kyle, out there.
Hi.
Everybody remembers Kyle Mandra, the Sasquatch.
He's
big
been on
boy.
the show a couple times.
He's not allowed on camera by law, so sorry about that.
Hideous face.
Any image has to be blurry whenever he's on the camera. So.
Yes. So let's start.
Not photogenic at all.
He's not, no. Let's start with Travis the Healer here. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who the hell are you? And why are you here?
I don't know. I just kept getting invites from you guys.
I actually stalked you, and I was like, if you don't come on my show,
I went to your work and bought candy and said, I want to meet this guy.
That's how it happened.
No, I am the host of a radio show. It's once a week. It's an hour. It's Saturdays from 3 to 4 Eastern. It's on Party 93.4 and also on 94.9 FM in the Hudson Valley, New York. And basically the entire station is independent music. We don't play any top 40. So in my show, I'm lucky we get to explore a lot of what the listeners want to hear and just a lot of good music that you're not going to hear anywhere else.
That's awesome.
What is your show called?
Topless Burrito Bar.
I love it. Name.
Great name.
I was looking up to pull stuff from your guys' site yesterday, and my girlfriend sat on the couch. She's like, "What are you looking at?" I'm like, "Topless burritos." She's like, "Don't do that."
Pretty much, yeah. It's a fun show. I loved it. I mean, we went to school together, of course, and that's when he first introduced me to it, and it's hilarious. I love it. It's a fun thing. It actually kind of partly inspired us to do a lot of this because we were thinking about it, and you did it, and Joe Rogan and everybody else does it. So I'm like, fuck it, we're gonna do it too.
And not to mention, Brett and I, we went to the bar and we were kind of drunk. We're like, we should start up a podcast.
Yes,
and there you go.
And then after that, it really took
That's how
shape.
the best ideas happen.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was after a Monday Night Football game last year in the springtime.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So where can they find your show? Let's start off with a little bit of plugging for you.
Well, you can, if you're blessed enough to live in the Hudson River Valley area of New York, then you can hear it on 94.9 FM. But everywhere else in the universe, it's just party934.com.
Yes, and you guys stream on Saturdays?
Yes.
At what time?
3 to 4 Eastern.
3 to 4 Eastern.
So 2 to 3 Central.
I was going to say, for people who are stupid like me, what the fuck time is that?
2 to 3 Eastern.
Okay, and I don't know if I didn't say this before, but you can actually swear. You can say fuck
We
and
liberally
shit.
use the explicit warning.
We're not censored.
Yeah.
Which is weird for me because we can't.
Right, you can't. Yeah,
because we are FCC regulated because we're on the open airwaves.
Fucking sucks for you.
Yeah. But he's also on the radio, so it's like, it sucks, but it's also really freaking sweet.
Right. Although we're not fancy enough to have like the really high-end stations have that delay where in case somebody slips,
7-second delay.
We have to warn everybody.
Don't have a delay?
No.
Oh man.
No, it's dangerous.
Oh my god! If we ever come on, you will have to warn us. Every 5 minutes, be like, "Don't swear."
We probably just pre-record that. And
Yeah,
we'll just say bitch all over the place. So the whole time it's just a giant beep.
Yeah.
Because
there's many times where I swear and I don't even know it. I'm just like fuck, and then oops, almost like I have Tourette's, but not.
And we also have introduce yourself, sir.
Hey guys, I'm George Ivanoff. I'm here because these people have been really big fan of my Kickstarter project, Time Splitters. You guys know you're my actual first I don't know you backers. Essentially, you were my first.
Really?
Who is you from the internet? And then had to figure out the connection, and now we're on the show talking about it.
I was hoping if I spammed Twitter enough, it would eventually happen, but...
No, I'm very diligent about checking all of them. I'm very neurotic about seeing. It's like, who are these people? And then, no, I don't actually know them. That's awesome. That's great.
You made an impact. What are you guys up to now? 62 backers?
62 backers, 33 is the total right now at a 9,500.
So it jumped about $100 today? Nice.
Yeah, about $100 today. And 4 days left.
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Check.
There it goes.
Oh, okay. Holy crap, I had a heart attack.
Yeah, your eyes were closed, and I kind of thought something was up.
No, that's my natural expression. My eyes are always closed.
He always looks Asian. Don't worry.
I smile, I go Asian. It's okay.
Yeah, we're just happy to be nearing the end, but hoping we can make a good push here.
Well, you guys got some coverage on a major publication from what I can gather. Chip Talk? Chip Chat?
Chip shit.
Chip Shit?
Yeah.
Nice.
Some of our friends sent a blog post there, and they gave us a nice little posting today, like 5,000 followers, something decent like that. It's good.
Nice. Well, we don't have nearly that many, but we're very happy to support you. I think we've got 155 likes on Facebook, which is huge for a bullshit podcast started on a bullshit mixer for $99. So
On a bullshit drunken idea.
yeah, a bullshit drunken idea is right.
Guys, it's all about the confidence.
We have bullshit confidence.
All right.
That'll take
we
you
had
places.
enough bullshit confidence to decide to start a podcast and content network over the weekend.
Yes.
So once you guys actually finish the show, I would love to play it on our site. I don't care, whatever. Just put it up. It'd be awesome. It's quality. So tell us a little bit about it.
I lost you there. I lost you for a second. Go
Oh,
ahead.
just tell us a little bit about the show. I want to hear the kind of, like, how did this go? I know you guys said on your Kickstarter page that you guys started doing it, like, writing it about a year ago. So I want to kind of figure out where this came from.
So like a year ago, there was the YouTube Film Festival. It was something that had just started up, and a couple of us were sitting in a Panera Bread trying to figure out what we could possibly come up with, and I had just gotten really, really into Doctor Who. And we're like, we can't do that, but what if we switched it? What if we made it the same? We all kind of had a holy shit moment where we had really believed we had come up with something entirely original. Turns out not as original as we thought, but the way we're doing it is completely separate, and we're really happy
the way you guys
to-
are doing it is completely original. When I first saw the title, I'm like, are they making another video game? I'm like, no, this is the thing. And I started Googling. I'm like, okay, let me find out about this. And I was like, wait, that's a video game. What the hell is going on? I don't understand. But yeah, a completely original concept. Every time anybody deals with time travel, it's always like, we need to change the past to save the future, like a Terra Nova style, which is complete garbage.
I think we lost him. There he goes.
Nope.
Oh, there he goes. He's moving again.
We gotta love the internet.
I thought you had a stroke, but it's just the
The
internet.
weird thing is
sucking.
Trevor's also
I would
pixelating
say,
and
like,
moving
if
funny.
somebody gets stuck, it's just like, hey.
Yeah.
ready?
Just do like an epic pose with the llama behind you.
Well, we're taking up a shit ton of bandwidth today, so this might be a little jumpy.
It's the whole Time Splitters thing was a half joke. We thought we all played that game. I remember playing that game when I was like a kid. And I was like, that was a fun game. It's dead, right?
Yeah.
Turns out that there's a huge petition trying to get a fourth version of that game made, even though nothing's happened in like 7 years. And every time we put it on Reddit, somebody's like, "Is this Time Splitters the game as a movie?" And we have to stop and be like, "No, it's not. We're legal. We're legal."
Don't sue us. Don't sue, right?
We're not border jumpers. I swear, this is a real thing. Well, what about the actual like crew and stuff that you guys work with? Because from just like the little teaser, actually, we're gonna show the teaser trailer so everyone can kind of get a concept for what this actually is. So, Dave, you want to pump it up to dual screen here and full screen that?
I do as soon as I find, because that's the
No, that
update.
is that's up at the. Oh, click on. Go scroll up. This is great podcasting.
Great podcasting.
Yeah, click updates.
That's why we got video. So
Right.
so when we do this pointless stuff, you can see what we're
You
doing.
can watch us struggle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So put it into 3D.
We're professionals.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to show the video now. This is the
This is
teaser
the
for Time Splitters.
I'm gonna cut it here because then they go into their update 2 where they're in a car talking about guns, which was awesome, by the way.
Yeah, that is
That is awesome. I love it.
I was sold on your guys' initial video where you guys were just talking about it, because every show that you guys list, for the most part, I watch. So I was like, take my money. So amazing concept. It's just really cool. So yeah, that's amazing. It's on Kickstarter. You guys have 3 days left now?
4.
4 days. Okay. I don't want to cut you off soon. Too early. So you guys got 4 days left. You're at $5,033, 63 backers. Need to hit $9,500. So what's going to happen if you guys don't hit it?
I am like trying not to think about that till it gets literally like last day. I mean, there's options. We can either. We're not gonna let it die. We're not just gonna give up on it and it won't just go to waste. Either we'll do a new page and try to get a smaller amount, maybe do less episodes or in the first batch, or do an Indiegogo or something just to get whatever people can help us out.
Mm-hmm.
The goal was for 4 episodes, everything that we really needed with an awesome Sony NEX camera. Maybe we downgrade the camera, maybe we downgrade the number of episodes, stuff like that. We'll be able to make it work. It's just not working it out until we're really sure we can't make it. Because I am too optimistic for my own good. And I chance to make ridiculous numbers, even though I'm a math kid. Even though I still believe I can defy numbers completely.
Yeah, I have the same optimistic thing about our Kickstarter project, and it's been live for, I think we got like 10 days left on it, and we've got $10. So I'm extremely envious of your guys. I'm always excited when something actually works. 'Cause I've backed a couple projects. I don't know if you've heard of L5. It was on Voodoo. I backed them for, I think.
No, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Amazing show, guys out of Chicago, out of Hemoglobin. Yeah, Hemoglobin Studios. Yeah, that's right.
Those bloody bastards.
It was they did a 30-minute show. It took them a year and a half to produce it, all these visual effects and stuff. They said their initial budget on Kickstarter, I think, was like $15,000, and it ended up costing them like $40,000, and they all paid it out of pocket. And it was probably like one of the I'm an enormous Stargate fan, like stupidly excited about Stargate, and I liked this just as much as I liked Stargate. And Time Splitters is up there, like it is like up there as like, oh my god, this needs to be on TV now. So
we really hope we can do it, and I mean.
And there he goes.
We're really excited about the idea. I know you froze my background, right? You guys are all excited about the idea. I think it's original, and you keep like touching on little things that are Easter eggs that I don't want to like give up, but I get so excited hearing everyone be like, "Oh, that part." I'm like, little do you know, I have 9 entire plot lines written for the same moment in my head already.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
We don't want any spoilers. We definitely do not want any spoilers. We want to be surprised.
Now I have a question. Have you brought this to any networks or anything like that?
No. We brought it to no networks solely because we don't want to I want to do it for the medium. I want to do it as a web series, by web series, because I'm just concerned that whenever you make something that's aimed to be bigger, you're kind of always going to be reaching, and I'd rather set our goal more real and make it something we can do at our current state. If it does well, first thing we do is shop it to somebody for season 2. But
right.
I want us to make it. The crew is all kids I went to school with or work with here in New York, and we're a good mix, and we want to see if we can do it ourselves first.
It's the same thing the guys did for Pioneer 1 and L5. They all went they were amazed at how successful their campaigns were in the first episodes or seasons in the case of Pioneer 1, and they're shopping it around.
Now, do you know the director Kevin Smith?
Yes.
Okay, that what you're doing is pretty much exactly what he did back in '92. You know, he opened credit cards. 94. I'm sorry. He opened credit cards. He had friends. I'm a big Kevin Smith fan, literally and figuratively. He did this exact same thing.
He would buy his fleshlight if he had one.
I would fuck the Kevin Smith fleshlight.
Poor butthole.
Exactly. So, he did the same thing. He built it up. He had his own friends. He opened credit cards. He did the exact same thing you're doing. And, it does work. It's, that's the thing is it's just the content, and it's there. It just needs to be discovered. It takes time. It's way faster now with the internet, thankfully.
Yeah.
Because, back in his day, you had to go take, a little tape around, and they had, one tape to take. Now you have multimedia ways to do it. You could send it over the internet instantly. So, and you have Kickstarter, which is a great freaking thing.
Phenomenal platform. No matter what happens, I'm super happy with the
Turn that a little
community and how Kickstarter
So I can see
operates.
it a
It's
little
an
bit.
Right.
awesome service. I back like I have to stop myself every day. I'm there just like
Right. Like if I didn't have student loans, I would be backing a lot more
all of
projects.
this, all of this,
You're back. We're just having
You're
little
back.
clicks here and there.
great. You guys come up with a hand signal.
Yeah, right.
How about you just flick us off?
Yeah, just flick us off when it stops working. So yeah, that's awesome.
Now that I actually got a promotion today, and so now that I'm getting more money, I'm definitely back a lot more stuff.
Yes, that's what Kickstarter is. I mean, that's the awesome part of it about it. You know.
You look like you just came.
Yeah.
Sorry to take this off.
You gotta make like an old face or something. Just go.
Yeah.
Fun with Skype, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time we've done this.
It's amazing.
It's awesome we can do this because he's in New York right now, and it's very cool that we can have this on the screen behind us.
It's funny too because your show's broadcast in New York.
Yeah.
He's heard it. I back his product. It's like this weird circle of
It's
like how
a
things
triangle
go.
of love.
Yes.
The
it's a love
universe
you
is
will.
connected, son. Like the universe is so connected.
there
It,
you go.
it's
We're
really a
all-
small world.
we're
It
all
is such a
connected.
small world. I did drum corps for 4 years, and a lot of people that I know through the activity, it's like someone will say, "Oh, I know so and so." I'm like, "How the fuck do you know them?" And they go, "Oh, I went to high school with them." I go, "I marched drum corps with them." So it's really a small world.
It definitely
the
is a
end.
small world. That's one thing we were taught in school as well is never burn your bridges because
No,
you never
definitely
know what's
not,
going to happen in
ever.
the future.
Oh, yeah.
You know? I want to go back really quickly to
Yeah, sorry, I kind
To
of
the healer
hijacked.
here.
We kind of went off on a tirade.
no, it's okay. I want to show
No, he's got an awesome project.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is really
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
And we could definitely use more better TV content. Granted, I know he wants to go web first, but
That's where
Honest-
it is, though. That was
That-
the whole
that's
idea
where a lot of
behind
stuff is
Geekified
now.
TV. It was there's all this great kind like sci-fi sucks. The Sci-Fi Channel. You don't cancel Stargate. Sorry, I know fanboy. Whatever.
Here we go. No.
Stargate Universe
Oh,
was
I'm walking
probably
away.
one of the most odd. Like it combined the grittiness and awesomeness of Battlestar with like the kind of tongue-in-cheek humor of Stargate. It was like the perfect show. Oh, we only got 1.6 million viewers in the last episode. But know what? Fucking can it? No, crack a shit. This is like
is that a real phrase?
Yes.
crack a shit.
Oh, crack a shit. I thought you said crack a
I thought
shit.
you said
Yeah,
crack a
crack
shit
a
too.
Yeah. Well, I get that all the time. I always forget to
Copyright
scrub.
Geekified.tv.
Yeah.
That's when you need like the wet wipes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, there's so much quality stuff out there. People have so many original ideas, and they just can them immediately. They don't give them a shot. That's why I love CBS. So I don't
65
like
years old.
Yeah,
Big Bang
David
Theory.
Letterman's a
CBS
nice feller.
60 minutes. No, Big Bang Theory is a great example. The first
Do you have
several
an Andy Rooney
episodes-
poster?
What?
Do you have an Andy Rooney poster?
I do not.
All right.
See, the first couple episodes of
He has
Big
a
Bang
microfiche of
had
it.
like the worst ratings ever, and now it is like the most popular show on TV. It beats out American Idol like clockwork. Like 16
Wait,
million
you forgot about
viewers.
Firefly.
Another good
Firefly.
sci-fi. Yeah, we're big sci-fi fans here. And
R.I.P. Firefly. Take a moment.
yes, and they had never
We'll
had
take a
the
moment of
online
silence.
stuff. They tried to make
You
online.
broke the moment.
You
Silence.
ruined the silence.
Oops. Yeah, they tried to do that online, and for some reason it didn't take off, and I don't know
No.
why. It's weird that a show can't go from TV to online like that.
But it
can
went
go the
from
other way.
TV to movie
Yes,
with Firefly to
Careful.
Serenity. I've been hurting myself all day talking,
I
so
know.
it's okay.
we did. By the way, I want to interrupt. We did record the first episode of.
Sofa Sport Report.
There you go.
Hey, you got
I remembered it.
Got it. That will be. We'll be posting that tonight or tomorrow. That's Andrew's show about sports.
Oh, it'll be in post tonight and probably posted.
Yeah, we got to
tomorrow.
do some heavy.
Notice I
lifting
got
on that.
the Blackhawks jersey on.
Yes.
And
And the
I
hat.
know you're a Red Bulls fan, but
Red Bulls fan.
yeah, New York Red Bulls MLS team.
Yes.
We're Fire fans over here.
What is
I
that?
actually got season tickets for next year. No,
What is this soccer you speak of? I don't understand this.
it's the replacement for hockey.
I don't care. I'm happy.
Yeah,
There is no.
On
relation.
grass.
yeah, it's hockey on
And
grass.
more men.
And not
in
lacrosse
tights.
because lacrosse is for lesbians.
Except for that when they get kicked in the shin, they roll around on the ground for like 3 minutes.
Hey,
We're
that's
not
only,
gonna be able to
that's
hear
only in
this.
FIFA.
Yeah,
only in
we're all
FIFA
just-
is when you get kicked in the shin and roll around for 15 minutes.
What good is it? If I'm
Speak
not-
louder.
I don't have a microphone to speak.
Shut up and get us a beer.
Beer
Show up
fight.
and pour
Love
a
you, Kyle.
shot.
Let's speak of that because I know that you're definitely a big hockey fan.
Yes.
And so what are you doing without hockey?
Masturbating a lot more. And
I know I am.
feverish.
I have destroyed 4 fleshlights because there's no hockey.
He forgot to clean all
Yeah,
of
that's the whole thing.
That was an old episode, by the way. You probably didn't hear it, but go ahead.
I'm kind of making do with football. It's not my favorite sport. It doesn't have the pace that I enjoy from hockey.
No.
I try not to think about it too much, or else I just get upset.
Oh, I read all the articles every day. Otherwise, I'm just like, I gotta know what's going on.
See,
really frustrating.
I hate to say it, but I've lost all hope in this season. I think it's gone.
He called it like the day after the lockout went, and Andrew called it, and he's just like, nope, there's not going to be any more hockey this year.
Which is a real shame because
the guy that Bettman brought in, he's the one that was with NBA, NFL, MLB when they had their strikes.
Donald Fair.
Yeah, and he's the one that's strictly talking in Bettman's ear, saying, "Hey, don't cave in, don't cave in, don't cave in." And if he said, "Okay, let's do 50-50. If we and even if say like we hit X amount of dollars, we'll cover. Players get this amount, and owners get this amount." But he doesn't want. He's telling Bettman not to do that. But if he did that, it would be so much better.
The thing the NHL should be scared about is they're not the NFL, and
Right.
they are not as big. And so, especially when you just had a season last year, the second largest market won it. So now you have them interested. You've reignited the Boston fans. Chicago is back on board.
Boy, they came back huge.
Yeah, Boston, Chicago, and LA winning it in the past 3 years.
And now you're gonna have another work stoppage. And so the people you had like on the fringe, like, okay, I'll watch it because like the team that's local is doing well. Like you're losing all that.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And granted, like the cool thing about hockey is that it's kind of a like
Fast
I don't want
paced.
to call it clicky, but it has its distinct
It is.
following, which is
You're
cool.
either a hockey fan or you're not.
Yeah, you have your
It's the same
hardcore-
thing with
your
soccer.
fans.
You're
But
a
it's the
soccer
same-
fan or you're not.
The
You're
same thing
you're
with
like,
hockey is
fucking Manchester United, or you're like, oh, hockey.
Chicago
soccer.
Fire.
Yeah.
Oh, New York Red
Or-
Bulls.
They kick a little ball around. They're so cute. No, he's right. Like it's very polarized. It's very polarized.
For
And
sure.
You're
But
gonna
you need everybody.
right.
I mean, if you want to survive.
Well, you know who I
It's-
feel bad for is all the markets, all the ancillary markets, like the bars that we would always go
Not,
to.
not only
they
the
were
bars,
saying-
but I hate to feel for those places like Phoenix, for example, where this past year was the first year they made the playoffs, and since they moved down there, and now that hey, hockey's
They're from Ottawa originally, right?
no, they're
I
from
know it was Canada.
Winnipeg, eh?
Winnipeg.
They used to be the Jets, but I really feel for them because they just made the playoffs for the first time in who knows how long, probably since they were the Jets. And now that with the lockout, they lose all those fans. And the area that they built the stadium was supposed to really build up, but it didn't. That's why they lacked the following. So they're really hurting right now. They started to sell out the stadium, and now, oh, hey, you got the lockout. Tough shit. All those fans are screwed. So
Yeah, it's very sad.
it really is.
Because I love hockey, and I mean, you're just gonna lose those fans that you got the last couple of years. They're not gonna come back.
Well,
I don't
I
blame
can't-
them.
The last lockout was what, 2003 or 2002?
2004.
2004.
And I can't imagine. Normally, in the bigger sports, the owners have all the leverage so they can afford to do things like this. I can't imagine that they have that much money to throw around, especially for the expansion teams.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I can't imagine that they have that much to play with. I mean, it was a $6 billion industry last year, and if you don't,
How much?
I think it was about $6
It
billion.
was 3.06 billion.
3.06.
Yeah, they can't figure out a way
Yeah.
to split $3 billion.
It's easy, 50-50.
Well,
Call it a day.
And that's the thing.
Exactly.
Like, if you make none this year, it doesn't matter how you make the percentage.
Right.
Yeah.
50% of zero is still zero.
Right.
Which was the latest thing. They're having meetings this week,
They had one
but
today or yesterday.
yeah, and they're locked out. They canceled games up to December 30th.
Yeah.
So it hurts everyone. Fans, concessions, even though now that it's locked out to then, the stadiums could try to say, hey, we could get more concerts in or something.
Well, I know the UC has had a couple of fundraising concerts.
Yeah.
Fundraising hockey games actually.
Yeah,
They've had
they had a big
non-NHL
one.
sponsored ones. Yeah, they had a huge one just a few weeks ago to try to just get players playing, fans in the stadium, make some
Which
money.
one thing I found out is some of the Hawks players, they skate at Seven Bridges early in the
Really?
morning.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to call off work sick and go watch hockey players.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like they practice skate early in the morning.
It's very sad that hockey's. We talk about this almost every episode. We have like hockey updates and shit like that. That's one of our.
We're all huge
We're all,
hockey
yeah,
fans.
we're all. Yeah, exactly. He has
Yeah.
the shit on, and
It's hockey, football, soccer here, George. Sorry.
yeah, sorry.
Me
We're
and
true
Andrew-
Americans that.
Hockey, soccer. That's it. The list stops.
Right,
Okay,
you're like
well,
nothing else.
at least you're a
Wait,
hockey
wait.
fan, so we're not.
When it
losing
comes to
completely.
football,
I'm a New Yorker. What do you think my hockey team is?
wait. When it comes to football,
The Islanders.
when it comes to football, though, oh shit,
Oh, you
shit's
just
wrong.
spilled beer all over the mixer.
Cut him off.
Did you really?
No.
Okay, good. I would be very sad.
When it comes to football, though, is it the Jets or the other team, Giants?
I like the idea. Think about that for a second.
I watch soccer. I watch the Europe soccer leagues Saturdays and Sundays. I don't. That's all I watch.
Okay, who's your Premier League team?
Arsenal.
Okay. Okay. We're on the same page there. That's cool. High five.
You know I wouldn't have the problem with the laptop if Brett didn't tell me to turn it.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I
He
need to
needs
make
see
sure
it
the
too.
stream is
Yeah.
good.
I'm watching it as well. We're good on there.
We got the monitors going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got, wait, let me count these real quick. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screens going right now. Counting Kyle's phone, we got 6.
My electricity is going to be through the roof.
Plus Christmas.
You notice he has the manure?
The manure.
The manure.
The manure.
Yep.
I'm sad that we can't see this TV behind us. We'll have to figure out some way to
Well,
make
the
that
TV
better.
behind us, we kind of ghetto rigged a TV stand. We were hoping to.
At least George comes in nice.
Yeah, George
Yeah,
comes in great on the side over here. That looks
I would say
awesome.
that's
I was
more-
really concerned about that.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
more important.
part.
You don't need the pictures of
Yeah, well,
me.
we got
That's kind of weird.
We got Topless Burrito Bar pictures.
I wanted
We've
it to
got
be.
our new 3 Guys One Cup logo.
Mission accomplished.
We got
Geekify
Octomom.
TV and an Octomom porno.
I had to.
Hey,
say
you said
in
it.
there.
I
Yeah.
said it. I said it. I know I did.
You guys probably don't know. We have Octomom is like our
Meme.
thing.
Our honey
meme.
boo boo.
Mascot.
Yeah, our mascot. Like Andrew is obsessed with. We actually
Just because
played
she's
the
so
Octomom.
ugly and hideous,
Yeah,
it's funny.
and it's Octomom. Like she's just a parody of herself. So we always mention her. Like we're always talking
I
about
think
her.
it was on our 7th episode. Andrew decided to queue up the porno that she was in.
and just
in the
play it
middle
on
of the
air.
show.
Like just
That
play
was
it.
that was after my coworker said, "Hey, it's on Lobster Tube. Check it out." And then I
Good
did.
time. So that's become like a rolling thing that we always are. You know, we
We've had one episode without it. It was just the.
And I was sick.
It was Geek on. Was it Geek on Google?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 episodes ago where me and Dave.
Dave is my name. Nice to
Yeah,
meet
I
you.
almost said Andrew. Me and Dave just kind of like went on a tirade about how awesome Google is because we're Google fanboys, like Larry Page. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Um.
And we didn't mention Octomom once, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
for
He
us.
almost did, and I called him off.
Yeah, he's
on it.
like, no.
He slams the mic out of his hands, out of his face.
Yeah. So.
Well, let me show. I'm going to show here because I did not sadly show Travis the Healer's website.
Yes.
Always fuck it up. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I was confused on what your name was. I didn't because he kept it was Travis the Healer. He's like, oh, my friend Trevor. I'm like, who's that? He's like Travis the Healer. I'm like, is it Travis or Trevor? Because I'm like going to tweet the stuff to like promote the show today, and I'm like, who is this?
Because to me, you're 2 people in one, and that's just awesome.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through the website to show everybody who's watching.
Really
it on there.
simple. It's toplessburritobar.com.
It is, which I love that name, and I love the pictures with all you guys holding burritos, right? There in that one.
Those are actually mics.
Those are actually mics. Okay. And I just this picture is just my favorite. Just
That
the
we
top- who made
we
that?
thought we weren't going to get that way back when we first started. The station offered, they're like, we have an artist for every show. If you give like a simple description of what you want,
I didn't know that.
and the guy who was running the show at that point just basically described, he's like, can we have a chick with a burrito in front of her tits? And yeah, we didn't think it was going to pass. He's
I would
like,
love to have been in that meeting,
okay.
and they're like a burrito
Okay.
in front of her tits.
This is what I really want to know. How did you get your show? It's once a week on Saturdays for an hour. That's like a very odd. I'm in advertising. I've bought radio before. It's usually, most shows are like 4 to 5 hours. So how did you get? I know it's an indie channel. So how did you get 1 hour once a week
well, we don't.
in New York of all places, and you're from Chicago?
It's not any genre specifically. The nice thing about the station is it's technically it's a 501c3 charity.
Oh, okay.
So everyone you hear, obviously, like you said, we're just 1 hour, but every DJ, or they call them mixologists, that you hear is a volunteer for the station.
That confused the shit out of me on your site, by the way. I was like, okay, let me find this guy. And no, he's not a mixologist. He's a DJ. What's going on?
Right. So, mixologist, DJ, we use them pretty much interchangeably. But the nice thing about it is that everyone's a volunteer. We play no commercials. And you will get a variety of people. There's people who specialize in hip-hop. There's people who do what we do, which we have an interesting mix of, like, alternative, indie. But then we play, like, really old-school rock. It just kind of depends on the mood. And we really try to get independent and local artists onto the show. Like, Saturday.
I kept doing that today, too. I thought all day today was Friday.
It feels like Friday.
It does.
So Saturday, we're actually having, his name's Gavin Coyle. He plays at the Chicago Street Pub in Joliet, the Carrie Piper in Willowbrook, and he has a whole bunch of other venues. And basically, he's just coming on the show and playing a live set for us for the hour.
That's awesome.
A true professional. He just did all that off the top of his head. He has nothing in front of him. Like, I have to have a script when I say anything. Anything. And you're just like, boom, just slapping it down. That's awesome.
Fuck.
He's used to it.
Sofa Sport Report. Andrew had his... okay. Andrew wrote a 5-page script for his sport report today.
That I looked at just as reference. Last night, I literally sat there for 2 hours typing this whole thing out.
We went to high school together, okay? I've never seen this guy write a 5-page paper ever.
True
and
story.
He wrote a 5-page paper on the NFL. I almost said NHL because I got it on the brain.
Hey!
NFL.
I mentioned it.
The NFL this week, like the Sunday games, like who his picks are and everything. It was ridiculous. Yeah. So for you to be able to rattle that off of the top of your head
I'm
without
impressed.
script.
I bow.
Yeah, how long have you been on the air?
We've been on a little over a year now.
A little over a year. Oh no, I saw that actually 2011 sometime.
Mm-hmm.
So
and it's
October 15, 2011.
It's 1,000% more professional than our show. Like they have segments. They do bits between.
No. It's not more professional. They're just not on camera.
You saw that before.
Right. No, you're on camera. You said you guys are live stream. Oh, no, is it only audio?
Yeah, it's just audio.
Get a camera. This camera is $80.
Wait. Go on Amazon. You get it for like $60.
There you go. There you go, George. You guys need to film Time Splitters with our webcam. It's a 1080p 60 frame per second camera.
That's great.
Yeah.
I have a GoPro 3 though.
Oh, kiss my ass. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but no, it's seriously, your show is very professional. From the get-go, it was.
It didn't start out that way. And the other nice thing about the station is, like, the philosophy of management is it's a learning thing. Mm-hmm. They're very good about getting professionals in the industry and throughout the station who, they'll listen in, they'll give you tips. And so we've learned a lot. I started out with not knowing anything as far as, like, audio. I wouldn't even be able to tell you, like, what a mixer did.
So you're kind of like us when you started.
And us right now.
And just learning it on the fly.
Sure. Yeah, us late now, exactly.
And just, what to say and how to not, like, sit there and say the entire time
and talk over it.
Just kind of fill dead air.
Yeah, we get that a lot. So we still have a lot of dead air. It's like, this makes for great podcasting, guys, when we have like 6 seconds of dead air.
But there's a difference between podcasting and like the live radio. Mm. There's
totally.
we can have that. Ours can be as long as we want. You guys are very regimented in. You have this hour. You have to have everything down to the second.
How much do you guys actually have? Not to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
But how much do you guys actually have that say like, hey, I want to talk about this on the show and this and this and this, and just try to get it all into that segment?
The other nice thing is that you're kind of free to, like, do whatever you want with your show. It helps if you keep it consistent. So we are largely music-based. You'll run into some shows. Like the guys who follow us, they're called Phonographics. They broadcast from a comic book store on the East Coast in Pennsylvania.
I love them.
Yeah. No, honestly, listen in.
They are really good. I've listened to them before.
They're crazy. They're hysterical. They play a little bit of music, but for the most part, like, they're talking about comics.
That's awesome.
And so
I'm a comic nerd. I just recently started. Well, not recently. I guess it was over 3 years ago. I started collecting, but I have a ridiculous collection. So,
and they have a ridiculously funny show. Like, because part of what you do is make sure that they're streaming after you and make sure the show got picked up. So of course, like, you catch at least a couple minutes of it. Mm-hmm. They love what they do, and you can tell. And I can't take all the credit for my show. Like, you know, you were thumbing through the page there, and you can see, like, we call it the board of directors, and you know, I have a great amount of help that comes with it because, I mean, I don't know a ton about music. I was always kind of like into alternative, and I'd listen to everything. But everybody you see there kind of brings their own unique, you know, just genre and specialty. Sure.
I hate the French, but I will plug that.
You're
Can I say
fired.
this at home?
Yes, yeah, I have it. I have the site up on here now. You can look on here if you want.
Okay. So, yeah, just to give credit to some of my cohorts, Billy Blocker came on probably about halfway through, and he actually was kind enough. He kind of kept the show going because, you know, when we graduated and I had work commitments, and so before I didn't have to work on Saturdays. I worked like a short shift and then got off and did the show.
And then life happened.
Right. And then so I graduated, and now you're working every other weekend. Well, I needed somebody to take the show on that opposite weekend because they don't like to do biweekly. You have to show up at least once a week. And so luckily, like, on like less than a week's notice, I'm like, Billy, the show's gonna be yours on this Saturday if you want it. Yeah. So he does a really good job, and I haven't updated the website with him, but there's another Billy, and they do the show together. They call him DJ BJ just to
DJ BJ.
yeah,
Clever.
just to kind of, you know, alleviate some of the confusion. And so we just refer to them collectively as the Billies.
So
I love it.
how did it actually come about that you ended up on the radio, though? I mean, when he told me, he's like, oh, yeah, my friend Trevor does a show out in New York. I'm like, oh, what pharmacy does he work at or whatever? He's like, no, he's here in Chicago. I'm like, aneurysm. What happened?
All right, we can start
How
at
do
the
you
beginning. Can you give me, can you show everybody at home that tab at the top that says, I think it's President.
I probably should have
And,
read your
and not
website
only
more,
to
right?
back you up on
I'm
questions,
ill prepared. I was too.
I don't know if you
time.
covered it already. How did you come up with the name Topless Burrito Bar?
We'll get there. I'll give you the whole history.
Okay.
Sorry, where do you want me to go in here?
Click that executive officer.
I'll give you an
Loading,
executive
loading.
officer.
Okay.
All right,
I'll be
so
right
this is the guy I have to credit for probably the one who like got us started on the show. His name's Jake Hartnell, and eventually he got nicknamed Beauty Sleep. It just happens. We were just sitting, and this was right around the time. Let me back up a little bit more. He went to school at University of Manchester, and he had a radio show there called Fuck Life.
Nice.
Brilliant.
And so he really enjoyed that. It was fun listening to him. And then when he came back after, you know, graduating, he had a show on fearlessradio.com. And it was a radio station, an internet-only radio station based here in Chicago. And I did a couple episodes with him because he was bored. It's really hard to do a show by yourself.
Yes.
Talking to yourself, it's not a skill. Like, you know, Rush Limbaugh is crazy, and I don't really agree with his ideas, but he keeps his audience entertained for 3 to 4 hours. That's an impressive skill, whether you agree with him or not.
Without a doubt.
So Jake has me on, and we do a few episodes, and without going into the details of, you know, the deal went south. Let's just put it that way. And so, and then Q101 fell.
Mm-hmm.
And so the only alternative station really worth listening to in Chicago fell apart. And so we had the grand scheme of, well, let's do a pirate radio station.
Fuck yeah.
And then we realized that that was highly illegal and highly expensive.
True.
So we're sitting in Starbucks or something, and Jake just happens to be on Craigslist that they're like looking for DJs for this program. And we were just kind of like BSing through the application. We didn't think anything was going to come of it. And the night before, we had been up late, and we were talking about how it would be great to start like a Chipotle in Europe, but have like the servers be topless. And so there you go, you get Topless Burrito Bar. And so he just threw that into the application as like the name. Like we want to
joke.
Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we want to call it Topless Burrito Bar. We didn't think that was going to fly.
Want another beer?
Or go anywhere. Yeah, I'll take one more. Thank you. He's got great service around here.
That's kind of how, like,
Do you want beer?
that's kind of how we started off. Like, we were just sitting on the couch, watching TV and stuff. And no, this is when we came up with the name. And we're like brainstorming. I'm like, what about 3 guys, 1 cup? Well, the cup of knowledge and all that
Right.
stuff. And like,
And at
everyone's like,
first, we're like, no.
Yeah, because everyone
no.
thought 2 girls, 1 cup. And it's like, dude, this is completely different.
You just hand them to people.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it kind of, and I think
So-
that's how good things start is it's
Random
just-
ideas,
Yeah,
right.
just complete like bullshit. You're like, let's have this happen now,
And, like,
it's
I hate to
perfect.
say it, but the greatest lesson is don't try.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
'Cause
And
we
like
weren't
that's
trying.
believe it or not, that's the only thing that anyone came up with, and I came up with it. And it's like,
That was
and
stupid.
everyone's like, what? I'm like, it has nothing. I'm like, that was the last thing that came to my mind was 2 girls, 1 cup. And like I told my coworkers, and they're like, "That's like 2 girls, 1 cup, right?" I go, "No."
Instead of 3 guys jerking off into a solo cup.
And I liked it because of the little bit of shock value. Because when I tell anybody in our generation, they laugh. Like you get a little like, haha,
Right.
that's pretty funny. And then I'm like, that's good. Like that kind of attracts people, And Topless Burrito Bar as well. In our generation, you get like, oh, that's hilarious.
It makes it hard to promote, though.
In
It's
some
hard
mediums.
to talk about sometimes.
Especially
I can't talk
professionally.
about it at work.
Right.
Like I'm like, oh, I gotta go. Me and my friends are recording a show or whatever. I leave work like 15 minutes early on Thursdays.
Oh, what's it called?
And I go, I don't want to talk about it. And
Exactly.
I just bolt.
Well,
No,
I
I know
know
the
too is you
feeling.
just started a new job, so it's like if you
and
bring that up,
6 weeks ago, I started a new job. My boss, she's like, oh, so what do you like do like on your off time or whatever? I'm like, oh, me and my friends record a podcast, and she's like, oh, what's it called? I'm like, oh, I'm not telling you that. And she's like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, we murder little boys and rape them while we're on camera. That's basically what it comes down to.
sacrifice a
True.
goat, maybe a llama, sometimes a corgi.
Yeah, I definitely don't.
Exactly.
Corgi.
He's got a little corgi for those of you who are not watching at home. He's gonna move it out of the way now.
Hey, it's been murdered.
Yeah. Do you tell it like? Do people at work know? I mean, obviously some of them do, but
A select few do.
right.
But I don't advertise. I'm afraid of getting like called into HR and
You
like,
don't
for
advertise?
sexual
Oh, at
harassment.
work.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't
Right.
mention. I don't mention where I work or anything like that either.
Oh no, we have.
We
have.
Yeah, but not again. They know about the show, and I've talked to them, and they're like, "Oh, and we just came to agreement that as long as I don't mention their name or anything like that, like they don't really care.
Right.
They don't really understand. I don't think what a podcast is, so that helps too.
I don't.
You're kind of lucky. It's my coworkers know,
Right.
and like I told them the name of the show, and they just give me shit about it. I go, "What do you expect?" I'm like, "We're 3 young guys. I mean, everyone knows what that one video is,
And
but I'm like,
yeah.
this has nothing to do with that video. It's completely separate." And
But it's a funny spoof off of the name
Oh,
that
yeah.
attracts people a little
Yeah.
bit. They're like, "What the
just
hell?"
like my fantasy football team name is 2 Girls 1 Cup.
Right.
Mine's belligerent midgets.
Yes, it is.
So it's kind of like, hey, shock factor. Yes, everyone will get the mental image of that video, but it has nothing to do with it.
Right. And same thing like with Topless Burrito Bar, because as soon as you say that, that's the image I get in my head.
Right.
And I love it. Like, you need to make that restaurant.
Make sure it's in Mexico.
Screw Mexico.
Yeah, no, do it here. Do it local.
Sanitation issues. That's
Dude.
the problem.
Yeah, right? If
Well-
policy falls through, you're making a restaurant.
And we originally talked about how I'd probably have to be in Europe because I don't think.
I'll be topless
American
for
Well,
you.
they do top. No,
the sanitation
no.
bill.
They do topless weather in was
Russia.
it Amsterdam?
Yeah,
I think Russia too.
Topless orange juice commercials, according to Eurotrip.
they do. It's very comfortable over there. They can show nudity on TV, and because people aren't prude like they are here,
True.
Or in New York.
Yeah, yeah. You
That's
know,
what I
you know
said.
those New Yorkers. Oh,
The only thing good to ever come out of New York was Time Splitters. Just saying.
Ah, there you go.
Wait,
Brought it
there was
back.
that.
Like say anything bad about that. I have nothing.
Are you originally from New York, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
What part
I
of New
won't
York?
slam it as much as I normally would.
I'm from the Hudson Valley. I'm from where your show goes to.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
Do you really hear it out there? Because
And then I moved to Brooklyn.
Gotcha. Okay.
have you ever actually caught a show over the air?
Yeah, I know. I think I have because I used to drive up and down between Troy, New York, and the city, and that'd be right through there. And I remember hearing that name for sure.
I've always wondered because I don't live in New York.
Well,
so
do you even know what your Arbitron ratings are or anything? Or
No, I think as part of being a charity, 1, they don't focus on it, and 2, they definitely don't release it to us. I'm not important enough.
I'm curious. If you could, I'm just curious. Because,
We-
just because I'm in that industry, I'm curious how you rate on the show. I mean,
When we-
obviously, it's got to be decent if they're keeping you on.
When we originally applied, I know we asked just to get like a feeling for what the station, just did in general. and we were told they didn't have the data. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
That's interesting. Well, if they're a 501c though, or 503c,
501c3.
C3. Okay.
God, how do you
C3
memorize
for
that? I would just screw that up every time.
Yeah.
He's a professional, Dave.
Hey, that's the difference between us is he's a professional.
We got scripts in front of us.
Because I have friends that go to school in New Paltz, which is right there, and they've definitely listened to it. Like Saturday afternoon, 100% I know that name. So you're getting listening out in New Paltz, Poughkeepsie.
There you go.
Sure.
It's good to hear.
That's awesome. Like, it's a small world too. Like, we did not plan that. It just kind of,
it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
I just kind of
really
mentioned it in my email, and you're just like, "Oh, I think I know that."
I love when shit like that happens. It's
No,
awesome.
the older you get, the more you realize, hey, it actually is a small world. So it's really cool.
Well, Google's got the bacon number thing now that you can search too. It's only for celebrities, but you can be like, you can put like Bruce Willis bacon number, and it'll show you the 6 degrees of separation from Bruce Willis to thing. The biggest one is like Justin Bieber to like Nicolas Cage. It's like 4. That's the highest anybody ever got.
I had it on here. Bruce Willis's bacon number is 2. Bruce Willis and Tom Atkins appeared in Striking Distance. Tom Atkins and Kevin Bacon appeared in Lemon Sky. That is cool.
Do Bieber and do Bieber bacon number. I think it's 3 or 4. It's like I hate Justin Bieber, by the way. I'm gonna say this, but it's purely tongue in cheek. I wish that murder plot would have gone through.
Wow. Wow. His bacon number is 3.
Yeah, 3. So that's the highest anybody has found in terms of a bacon number for Hollywood, because it only works with celebrities. So like, try Brett Kaminsky bacon number. It's gonna say "fuck you." Who's Brett Kaminsky?
Yeah, it really will.
It didn't even. It just is like bacon number.
See, when you Google
Bacon
my
number
name,
3 million.
When you Google my name, it either comes up as my LinkedIn profile or my Twitter profile, or it comes up as this kid Brett Kaminsky, who's also from Chicago, who's like 8 years old and has like leukemia and is about to die, or a serial rapist in the UK. It's ridiculous.
The weird thing is you're a mix of all those.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm a serial rapist and I have leukemia, so it's cool.
When you Google my name, I think one of the first searches or one of the first links you'll find is when I was in 8th grade. I played chess. Yes, I played chess.
Oh yeah,
We're
that's
nerds.
on my second page.
And
State.
no, in 8th grade.
Oh,
when we
mine's from
won,
high school.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I was
we're
actually
that
I was
nerdy,
actually in the
Josh, just
newspaper, like the local newspaper.
Okay, high five. We're good then.
We've boiled down to Googling our names. I know.
And no,
Hey, you gotta.
I've done it before.
It's just,
And there's also my grandpa's obituary. Another one was state for chess, like out of all of Illinois. I took like 6th or 7th or 8th place on 8th board.
6th, 7th, or 8th place. One of those.
So one of those
No,
in the whole state of Illinois. So it was pretty
Yeah,
fun.
it was badass. I remember
Yeah.
those days. Those days were fun. We talked about those on the show before too.
Yeah.
About our chess days, our nerdiness days.
Dave getting raped by a Coke bottle.
Yes, we mentioned that
Kyle
before.
getting bare ass in his face from Chris Hearn.
No, that was at my house.
Yeah, I know. It's still chess related.
Somewhat.
What else? What else we got, boys?
Still no hockey.
So, yeah. As you can
Feels like
see
we
in
repeat
Sofa's sports report, there's no hockey still.
Yes, that will be posted again later.
What are we
Yes.
up to on runtime, by the way? I'm just curious.
We are at 50, like almost 50 minutes.
That's not
which is
terrible.
pretty good.
That's actually on the.
If you go to the Admiral in downtown Chicago, make sure you bring a toy. It has to be a new toy though.
By the way, strip club.
Unwrap.
Fully nude. Make sure you bring a toy. You'll get a free lap dance. You'll probably have to pay cover charge, but you get a free lap dance.
Wait, do you have a Dalek on your shirt there, George?
Dalek.
Dalek.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
a Doctor Who shirt.
Wait, where
yeah.
have you been? He showed us before the show.
I saw the one on his couch or whatever the hell it is. I was like, oh my god, that's the TARDIS.
I hope you have pants on.
There's a weeping angel.
I really
there as
hope you
well.
have pants on.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that is a very cool shirt.
He's got
Yeah, he does
pants.
have
Pants on.
This is Doctor Who's Christmas sweater.
Oh,
That is-
gotcha.
you know what? It's funny.
You're a little low. You might want to aim up a little bit. We love you, but not that much.
I actually just got into. I just got caught up fully with Doctor Who.
Who?
The past like 3 or 4 months, I've
Doctor.
watched it from.
Who?
Christopher Eccleston on, and just I absolutely love it. Like it's one of the greatest shows of all time. You've never really watched it, have you?
I need to go back
No.
on Netflix and watch. I started watching the first couple episodes while I was cleaning my house, and I couldn't really pay attention to it, and I was just like, I don't get it, and turned it off and went back to Stargate. So I need to go back and watch.
See,
Everyone raised
on the
my
BBC
dad watched it when it was originally on, and he's like, "It's the best show ever," and I'm like, I need to go back and watch it because I want to like it, but I need to just actually sit down and watch it.
See, on the BBC,
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it for the first couple, and by the third or fourth, I forced myself. I was like, wait a second, and then from then on out, it was a binge.
And
Yeah,
what happened with me was when I first started watching it, I didn't realize that they changed doctors. So after the first season, I was like, I don't want to watch
Oh,
this
that
anymore.
was funny. You were telling me that you're like, what the hell happened? That's not the doctor.
I
I'm
love
like,
Christopher
he
Eccleston.
transmutes. That's what happens.
I didn't know that. And then it
Yeah.
was like this David Tennant. I'm like, who's this David Tennant fucking character? Like, fuck this guy.
it's kind of like American Horror Story, where each year it's
Yeah, they
something
change it. Yeah. And,
completely different.
yeah, and I didn't realize that, though, going into it. So I got invested in the characters, and then they changed them all the time.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I got over that, obviously, because I was forced by people to, like, no, you have to watch it. And I
Yeah.
did, and I eventually got over that.
They're on the 11th or 12th Doctor, or whatever.
They're on the
Whatever.
11th.
The 11th Doctor is like
Matt Smith.
Yeah, he's supposed to be. He's like the best Doctor since the original, according to everybody who watches it.
Yeah, he's really David Tennant was one of the best. He was voted the best Doctor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He was. It was weird for me seeing him as that because I've always seen him. He was the villain in Sanctuary.
David
So-
Tennant?
Yeah,
Really?
He was
Really?
he was the villain in Sanctuary, and it was really weird for me to say. I'm like, I don't get him as he was like this like happy-go-lucky like I'm the Doctor, I'm here to save time,
And he wasn't in that movie.
and it was just like, okay, but you're this total like fucking douchebag in this show, so I can't. It's not working for me here, so I'm gonna have to come back.
I love things like that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a really good job. I would recommend, if you have any time,
Well,
I would definitely recommend it.
It's like
See, I'm more of a Top Gear guy, though. If I get one show on BBC America, Top Gear.
It's a good show.
Screw everything else. Screw the.
Sherlock.
I am a Sherlock fan. Not the show, like the books though.
Me
And
too.
Elementary is like one of the best shows on TV right now.
I haven't got into it because I watched the BBC one,
Ah,
and
okay.
I'm ingrained with Benedict Cumberbatch being him now.
He is a really good one. I've watched
Yeah.
like 5 episodes. It's really good. Have you seen it?
Nope.
I have to start watching it.
do you watch
Watch TV.
I know,
man.
I'm such a
Well, it's
stick in
all
the
on
mud.
Netflix too, and I need to go and watch
Yeah,
it because I've loved like today they released on Kindle for free the complete Arthur Conan Doyle compendium. I was like, The Verge posted. I was like, mine, and downloaded it, put it on my tablet.
I'll
I
have
go
to
back
use
and
my
read it.
mom's Kindle Fire. It's okay. She doesn't listen to the show, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
So I
So I'm
downloaded
okay.
it immediately, and then Elementary is it's an interesting play on it since it's Dr. Joan wants it instead of Dr. John wants it. Lucy Liu is phenomenal, and what's his name? I can't remember his fucking name. The guy who plays Sherlock is amazing. He is like the personification of like a Sherlock who's trying to get clean. It's so funny. It's probably one of the best shows on TV right now.
What's the show called?
Sherlock or Elementary.
Sherlock is good too. The BBC version. I
the
enjoy it.
everybody raves about the BBC version. I am like obsessed with Sherlock. I read every book related to Sherlock. There's one coming out and it's like January 2nd. This author who's like a psychiatrist who really like dives into dissecting the psyche of Sherlock. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking read that. I love Sherlock Holmes. He's like the cool Robert Downey Jr. Okay, if I was gay, I would totally be like Downey Jr. as Sherlock. Come here, man. Let's get this.
Johnny
on.
Lee Miller.
Yeah, Johnny Lee Miller. There you go.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
There's so much, like, I think it's really good that in the past, I don't know how many years, 5-6 years, there's 3 different versions of
Yeah.
that story on camera, and all of them are good.
Yeah,
And it's like, you get a remake and one of them sucks because that's why they did a remake.
yeah.
There's just so much to do with Sherlock. You can keep doing shit in any time period. It's great.
And he's an absolutely brilliant character, and they even tied him into Sanctuary too. Yeah, I can't remember the guy what he goes by in Sanctuary, but he's brilliant in that too. He's like, it's like I was Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, but I wrote the stories, and it's actually based on me because I have these amazing skills of deduction. I can't remember. I've only watched like the first season of Sanctuary. I love Amanda Tapping just because she was on Stargate, but I can't
And she's
remember.
hot.
I can't remember what the characters are.
Hotter than Candace Bailey.
No.
Okay.
She's like almost 50. So that
Hotter than the chick that plays Abby in NCIS.
I don't watch NCIS.
Dave
She's
does.
okay. Yeah, she's okay.
I just got into The
I forgot about
Mentalist
that.
though. I just started watching that.
Definitely check out NCIS.
We watched
I think
that.
you
guys
you will
saw
like
can
it.
see.
I know
It is a great show.
Is like Sherlock, but not at the same time. It's really cool.
The chick that plays Abby, I can't remember her real name, but she actually went to school to do what she does on the show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, is it like
She's a forensic scientist, I believe.
what's it's like Mayim Bialik on Big Bang Theory. She actually is a neuroscientist in real life, and she plays Amy Farrah Fowler on
Yes.
Big Bang Theory.
Yes, just like
Paul-
that.
Pauly Perrette.
Yes.
name.
She's like 45 years old, but she does not look
She
it
is?
at
Oh,
all.
I thought she was in her 30s. Wow.
No, she's actually in her 40s, and she does not look it at all. And she used to be like in a rock band and stuff, but she
we
does
were in
not.
a rock band, but it was on TV.
Exactly. It was in a video game.
Which
called
we
Rock
haven't
Band.
done in a
only
while.
Play bass with 3 chords.
Until he
Yeah.
falls asleep.
Yeah, and then I keep playing.
Yeah, whenever we play Rock Band with
Wait,
this fool.
she's put that on the screen.
I did.
No, you
But
didn't.
Okay, she's back on the screen now.
She's
Remember, there's
in
a
her,
delay.
she's in her 40s?
Yes.
No fucking way. She looks
Yes.
like she's like 28.
I know. She does. She's not. She's
Interesting.
a good-looking lady.
Yes.
Weirdo.
And she's really smart. And what she does in NCIS, she actually went to college for, which I find
talk about
mind-blowing.
Talk about character acting. That's all.
yes. So she actually knows what she's talking about.
I'll acquire it, and
Your quotes are backwards.
Yeah, what the hell?
I'll do the Nixon. Acquire it, and and give it a look after I'm done with The Mentalist. I got 6 seasons of The Mentalist to watch. I'm halfway through season 1.
Make sure when you watch NCIS, you see the episode where Kate dies.
Don't
Fuck
tell me.
you.
Yeah, because he's never fucking watched it, and you guys always talk about that. So I'm gonna be like, "Oh, who's Kate?" I'm gonna get all attached to the character, and she goes, "Dead."
For those
It's
who
funny.
don't know,
I won't tell you when it happens.
the only
But-
episode I haven't seen of NCIS is one of their biggest episodes because every time I've missed it. Actually, it was in pharmacy school. I missed it a lot too.
David actually seen like the first half of the episode.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I gotta go. It's like, what? He's like, I gotta go study. I'm like, okay. And then
Fuck your
he
drugs.
leaves. I send him a text. I go, she just died.
And I'm like, no, I missed it. That was the episode, and he won't like tell me because I could probably look it up and find it, but it just every time I missed it.
Dude,
Like 3 or
I'll
4
acquire
times.
it, and it'll be on our server. You can watch
Yeah,
it.
right. Not that I really care to watch it now, I guess, because it's a little late, but still, it's a very funny.
No,
show.
you'll
How
still
far are
want
you
to
in
see
Big
it.
Bang Theory, by the way.
End of the first season. I was so against it. Have you ever seen Big Bang Theory?
I've caught like half an episode.
You know, I was
It's
the
all best
like,
show on TV, hands down.
It's awesome.
I was
it's
in
really
your
good.
front. Like I'm not 100% sold on it because they used laugh tracks in the first season, and that just makes me want to just shoot somebody. But
Definitely
I
check out the
see-
second and third and
right, I think
later.
I see where it's going. There's a lot of nerd humor in there that I like.
It is the funniest geek show on TV, hands down. I can't remember an episode where I didn't almost piss my pants laughing.
Probably
You're
the first
supposed to
couple
dance a lot,
episodes,
though,
I
so I guess.
I wasn't like that.
Like they open up the pilot opens up with them going to go to a high IQ sperm bank for money so they can get T1 bandwidth in their apartment. It's fucking hilarious. You watch the show, George?
No.
Oh, come on.
Why haven't you? You definitely should check it
Seriously.
out.
It's
I
growing
will
on me a little
send
bit. It's
you
not
a
right
download
there
of
yet.
the first season.
It
Watch
just
it.
jumped on the list, yeah.
Yeah, watch it. Funniest fucking show on TV.
It's
Hands
clever.
down.
It's
is
a lot
really good.
different than I thought it was going to be.
I'm not one for sitcoms,
I hate sitcoms.
and probably the last one I actually saw was Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate Seinfeld.
And
So much.
Brett was talking about Big Bang Theory. I'm
You've
like,
seen
I'll
Seinfeld?
check it out on
Yes, I've
Netflix.
seen
Went through the
Seinfeld.
whole first season. I'm like, this is awesome.
Oh, you
Went
love
through the whole
Seinfeld?
second season,
So
third
No,
season,
no.
fourth season, and now my Netflix
They're in their
queue
6th
is-
season.
Yeah, the 5th season's on Netflix now.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
There's that on Netflix. Oh, for DVD.
for
You don't
DVD,
want
not
stream.
instant stream. But I'm like, it's jumping up to the top of the queue, just because it is so funny. It's a nerd humor, and a lot of stuff. It's like if you're not really nerdy, you won't get it.
It
but
is-
you can look it up,
It's owned
and
by.
then you'll understand it, and you're like, that is actually kind of funny.
It's made by Warner Brothers, so there's a lot of DC Comics humor in it. They tie into Marvel quite a bit. Like Stan Lee's been on it. Like everybody
was a
in
funny
nerd
episode.
culture has pretty much been on it. Stan Lee, Neil deGrasse Tyson, or Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil
as this guy,
deGrasse
like-
Tyson. That's
like
his new name.
Oh,
I say.
Will
He
Wheaton.
went to that
Will
high
Wheaton's
school
on
in
it all
Canada.
the time. It's hysterical.
Sheldon hates Will Wheaton.
Yeah, well, not anymore. But they did.
Hey, don't tell me about the new season. I haven't seen it.
It was like the 4th season.
No, he still hates him.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, here we go.
From the card game.
We should just talk, you and me.
Yeah, that was 4th season. Yeah, we're
Let's
pulling
do it.
Andrew,
Yeah, he
like,
still hates
talk
him
about
after-
phones and just be like, fuck Verizon. And so let's talk about NHL. No, we're talking about the Galaxy Nexus right now.
Yeah, right. Which I got
What's that?
some shit from people. They were listening. They're like, "Oh, as soon as you start talking about video games, I tuned in and then I was done." And they're like, "I tuned out."
Speaking about video games,
Yeah, we haven't actually talked about them yet.
best
Yeah,
deal ever. I got hit the new Hitman game, Absolution, I believe it's called,
Yeah,
for $35 used at GameStop.
that's awesome.
It's
not a
on
bad deal.
sale for I think the whole month. Definitely check it out. It is by far the best complete Hitman game out there.
They did a thing on Conan where Conan was actually playing the game. He's like, "What? I don't understand this." And he started going up to people and just pistol whipping them and just leaving them there and failing the mission.
Yeah, there's many ways to do it. You could be super sneaky. You could go run and gun. You
Excuse me.
could go sneaky and run and gun. You could steal
that.
everybody's costume. You could steal everybody's clothes and it automatically fits you.
You
Except
can't
for
wear the suit.
you could wear the suit if you want to.
I would never change out of the suit.
Oh, I change out of the
Man,
suit.
Always.
The one time I got pissed off is one mission. I tried to steal a dress and wear a dress. You cannot pull it off.
You can't be a crossdresser.
He's
Cannot
too
be a
manly for
cross-
that in Hitman.
Yeah.
He's bald with a barcode on the back of his neck. You
No,
can't
no.
be a woman if you have a
I got a
bald-
spoiler, but I'm not going to say it.
Tell it to
Well, you
cancer
ruined
patients.
Assassin's Creed 3 for me, or 4 or whatever the fuck it is.
Hey, you asked me for a review.
Yeah, I said, give me a review. Is it good or is it bad? And you're like, it's good the first time. Then you beat it and you're like, oh, this fucking happens. He's not real. And it's like, really? You need more gin, dude? Need a gin break? Go for it.
Yeah, if you want to go to the bathroom or anything, George, you're welcome to just get up and go. And come
Yeah,
back
we
and
just,
stuff.
this is
We're gonna keep going for a bit.
We'll just talk about your corgi.
Hey George, what brand?
It was the Bombay Sapphire.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You only a gin drinker?
No, just preferably.
Okay.
It's
Classy.
on the rocks.
I am a massive, that makes it sound like an alcoholic, which is kind of true.
Yeah.
I am a whiskey drinker outright. Whiskey and beer is like what I subsist on. I'm going to send you a thing for caskers.com. Anybody who wants an invite, I think I've got 20 of them. Just let in.
Yeah, I'll take one of those too.
Email me. It's a craft distillery thing where they have craft gins, craft scotch, craft rum.
Do they have
everything.
bourbon on there?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's
bourbon.
They had the Colorado bourbon. I listen to Whiskey Cast religiously just because I love whiskey. It's like a borderline obsession. Single malts, everything. But they had this one that's all the grain, everything is grown in Colorado. They distill it all in Colorado and
Don't hurt
bottle it.
yourself.
Yeah, careful.
I'm on 3 beers on an empty stomach, so
I'm on
Getting there.
6, I think.
yeah.
But you're not alcoholics. No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
no.
not
no,
alcoholic.
no,
It's okay.
not at all.
But they have great deals on stuff. It's usually discounted from what you'd find at like Benny's or a liquor store or anything like that. Great deals and stuff, and they'll ship in time for the holidays or whatnot. But really cool
How do you
site.
make the fancy ice cubes?
Yeah, like here.
Oh, speaking
what I
about
had on the
fancy ice
cube-
cubes,
this-
I actually saw a mold
balloon.
for the Death Star.
Oh, that was fucking awesome! You sent me that.
It was like $10, but the ice cube mold is the Death Star.
That is badass. Now I have to look that
What's
up.
the Death Star?
I need to get some whiskey.
No, you did not.
Kidding.
Have you seen Star Wars?
Hey,
Who are you?
Relax.
And how'd you get in this
don't you
apartment?
say an Empire Strikes Back?
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Last episode, Dave's like, Luke, I am your father. And I'm like, they don't actually say that in the movie, you know. He's like, bullshit. I'm like, no, pull it up. That line is never stated in that movie at all.
So here's the ice cubes. That's pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, and they actually did not say it like that, so everybody's
it's
wrong.
like, no, I am your father or some bullshit. I don't even remember
Right.
what the line is.
You definitely nerded me. Really quickly, back to video games. I want to talk about
That's a bad bottle.
my obsession. Bad bottle of alcohol?
Nope, that had snus in it.
Oh shit! Now you're dead, son.
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna talk about my obsession over the past week that I just got into. I've always been a first-person shooter type
I
game.
Saw that you posted this the other day.
I have actually gotten less than my normal 8 hours of sleep and been like almost late to work and stuff like that
That's
because of this
amazing.
game.
Because you go to bed like religiously.
I know,
really.
and you guys knew that from, and I always get to places a half an hour early.
Right.
Like I'm an insane person.
Nerd.
I know. I have like been almost late to work by everyone's standards, not just my own, because of this game, Civilization 4. I know it's from 2006, but me and these other guys, Derp, who they want to be.
Derp, come back.
They will be on as well sometimes too. Derp, my guys, who we started with Minecraft and things like that. We play that.
I was with you guys for a little while.
They're gonna have a podcast.
Yeah, they want to have a podcast. They want to do a podcast on Geekify.tv. Dark Phoenix, who's like the main guy.
Dark Phoenix.
Well, yeah, but he spelled it Phoenix, so I always pronounce it like that because he doesn't know how to spell Phoenix. Then fuck him. Shout out to Dark. And UG too. But yeah, they got me to Sid Meier's Civ 4, and I like obsessed. I almost played it today, but I had so much prep work to do for the show that I was like, I can't even turn it on.
I got the entire game with all the expansions on Steam last year for $10.
That I'm jealous because I got it for $30 last week.
Yeah, it was fucking amazing.
And I'm not. Are you a big gamer? You play. You dabble.
No.
Okay.
You don't play PlayStation, PC games, nothing.
My obsession.
Drugs.
When we were in pharmacy school, and I lived with my roommate named Kevin, and our obsession was the NHL series. We would use that to procrastinate.
Oh, okay.
As far as like shooters, like I played through the latest Halo. I played through them all, but I'm not obsessed. Like
you've played all of them.
You've been a GoldenEye.
I played them all, but I beat them all in Legendary.
I'm not
those
like teenage kids like have nothing better to do. They sit on it all day.
Yes,
and,
they
like
do.
You can't even play multiplayer and enjoy it because they're amazing.
Right.
It's the 12-year-old kids. It's like
that's
same
like
thing
me.
with Call of
I
Duty.
could not play Call of Duty or Battlefield or Halo 4.
Right, because you have a job.
Yeah, but
No, but he still kids on and kicks everybody's fucking ass.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
He does.
Andrew is a first-person shooter savant.
Ever since
Actually,
Perfect Dark and
more like a
GoldenEye
video
on
game
N64, I've been phenomenal at it.
Like-
they got pissed off with me because
my God.
they're like, "Oh, you're looking at my screen." I go, "No, you just suck."
we didn't. I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 through Prestige 10. Like I played like hardcore. Like every chance I can get, I would play.
He was up to like 10 days. I'm at like 5 days. And I'm
Yeah.
Do you know what it means?
He would not.
Prestige?
That's the ranking system.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like
It's when you level to
through the
80
entire
10 times
game.
in a row. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I played like 100.
He's got a girlfriend too.
I have
I'd give him
a
shit
living
because
girlfriend. I had
She's not inflated
190
with air.
hours. What?
She's not inflated with air.
No,
She's not. No.
she's real.
only under the bed.
She I kept playing. I was play all the time. He would not play for a month. I would be like, "Oh fuck yeah, I went like 20 and 12." He's like, "Oh, I haven't played in 8 weeks. Oh, I'm 20 and 1.
Yeah.
Go suck
What's your
a dick."
It's like even with the new Call of Duty, whatever the game that is.
Black Ops 2. I haven't played it in like 2 weeks.
Good.
But it's funny because
Sucks.
he went through the first Prestige, but when we were neck and neck, he had probably about 5 hours more gameplay.
Yeah, and
Online.
he was like 10 levels ahead of me. It's ridiculous how good this guy is at video games. Speaking of, I want to plug it real quick. In January, we're going to do a 24-hour game-a-thon here at the Fortress of Davitude.
We are?
I'm commandeering your apartment.
Oh, shit.
We're
We
going to
all got
live stream
keys.
it all. And, yeah, we got keys now. We're gonna
Bad
live
news.
stream it all. We're going to do a 24-hour game-a-thon to raise money for the Call of Duty endowment because the troops need money.
And it's a really good cause. Yeah, we'll have more details on that in the future about how that's going to work and everything like that, and how we're going to take off work for 24 hours of playing a game. But
I don't work on weekends. I have a
If we did it on a Sunday,
some of us do.
9 to
bitch.
5:30
If we do it on a-
because my company's retarded.
if we do it on a Sunday, I can make it work.
I can't do it on a Sunday.
Go fuck yourself.
I have to work on Mondays.
That's fine.
It's got to be Saturday to Sunday.
Dude, I can't do Saturdays.
Well, we'll
George,
talk.
you should
wait,
find
wait.
out. Well, I'll play.
We'll talk- unless if
we'll talk
it's,
about the details later. No one really gives a shit about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I don't know. The audience wants to hear you guys schedule this.
Yeah, they want to hear us
Find us.
bicker like old women.
This isn't
Thank
the worst
you.
conversation we've had. We've gone on for like an hour about, hey, dude, when is the next time we're going to go see this movie?
Yeah, like The Hobbit.
Oh, my God, The Hobbit.
We're
Yes.
seeing it Sunday.
We are seeing it Sunday
Oh, you guys suck. I'm
at
not seeing
the.
it till,
Have
like,
you ever heard of the
following week.
iPick Theater?
Yes,
We're going to see it
I
there.
Pick My Butt?
I Pick My Butt Theater, the really expensive, like super nice one.
I hear good things. I haven't actually been.
It is awesome.
Overpriced.
You're a
We saw
pharmacist now,
we
you
saw
can afford
Silent
it.
Hill there.
Phenomenal.
It was really good. You're a pharmacist, you can afford it now. Although I do know our loans have hit, so that.
You know, I hate
painful.
going to movies.
Do you really?
I
Seriously?
hate being in the theater. I
Oh,
always
really?
get stuck with like the worst audience and people talking and I
Don't be racist.
That has nothing.
I just want to get black people in front of you open up chicken wings. Don't
Wait.
No,
It can't be any worse than Dave and my experience when we saw The Hangover the first time. We had
We've talked about that before.
the row in front of us was
Episode
all about
17,
middle-aged women.
They were MILFs for sure. They were in their 40s.
Definitely. And all they
They were
did
on
was
something.
cluck like hens.
Like they were like
They
talking
cackled like
and
hens, clucked like hens. They were hens.
They were on like ecstasy or something. They were fucking like they ruined the movie. For
Every
us.
little
They hated
joke,
it.
they laughed.
I go to the movie at least a minimum of once a weekend. I see
I
everything.
can't do it. There's always like some kid. It doesn't matter like what color the people are. Somebody
That's a
always
lie.
has a
It's
cell
black
phone.
people that ruin it.
No, honestly, it's not.
It's a comedy podcast. It's okay.
It's
And
okay.
be racist.
It's okay to be racist. It's comedy.
But I wish I could be. But no, I hate.
Everybody
I
does
hate
it.
everyone
Yeah.
in the movie theater.
You know what though? The iPick though, when you pick your seats and you're paying $25 a ticket, like you do not get that. Like I've been there 3 times. I've never had a bad experience. You know, usually the theater's empty because
The one thing I do like about iPick compared to like Hollywood Boulevard or whatever the one
Hollywood
is,
Palms.
Hollywood Palms. that's
Palms
where I
is
go.
another one just down the road from here. Is at Palms and Hollywood Boulevard, they turn up the sound to counteract the waiters and waitresses and everything. At iPick, they don't do that. They don't distort the sound or anything so that it counteracts the waiters or waitresses. The waiters and waitresses, they actually do a really good job of not getting in your way of watching the movie. And they do a really good job of being just loud enough so that it's not distracting. So it's actually a really good movie experience if you want to spend $25 to go get free popcorn and a soda
It's a
or
big recliner too.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
It
it's
has to-
awesome.
it has to
You,
be
you get a
really
little
seat.
button that you get a recliner, and you just sit back. Sometimes it's a little squeaky, so you find like the quiet part in the
God,
movie.
yeah.
And you just go,
You gotta be very. It's like loudest point. Lean back.
yeah. Or if like you're just sitting there like kind of dicking around in the chair trying to get comfortable, and you accidentally bump the button. You're like, son of a bitch, I'm not comfortable anymore.
You get a blanket and pillows. Like
Yeah.
they take care of
A
you.
blanket and
Yeah.
pillows.
Yeah.
You really
I
do.
would fall asleep.
Dude,
so awesome.
It is
Do they
by far.
provide you with the teddy bear, or do you just bring it?
They snuggle with you for $5 extra.
All right.
They get in the giant teddy bear
It
suit.
comes with a free fleshlight for your entertainment
Yes,
as well.
for your pleasure.
So if you're watching Silent Hill or
Sure,
something, and the
excuse me,
pyramid
is
head
it-
comes on.
This is a theater for furries.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why we go there.
Yeah,
It's
it's actually
I've
pretty
never
cool
been-
because before you actually go into the movie, there's like a giant bar, lounge chairs, and everything there. So before you go into the movie, if you get there like an hour early, you could have drinks, some food or whatever, just hang out, group of friends. They got TVs everywhere with sports.
How much is iPick paying him?
Yeah, I know, right?
Nothing.
They're fucking him in the ass and giving him free movie tickets.
Yeah,
Loves
free-
it.
But I mean, it's actually really cool. It's by far one of the best movie experiences
And there
I've
are
had.
theaters all over the country too. They have like 12 different theaters all over the
Yeah.
place.
The one theater I will bash though is never, ever, ever go to a studio movie grill.
I made that mistake.
Yeah, there's one
never
that
heard
just
of it.
opened in Wheaton. It's just like a
Wheaton?
Hollywood Palms. It's like a seated thing. They have like a service button. You get food, everything, like real food, not like just like popcorn and bullshit. The service is the worst thing ever. We've gone there 6 times. Every single time, our order has been wrong, or the server has forgot they were sitting there, or not answered our service button.
Have you had problems when you went there?
I only went there once, and it just like compared to Hollywood Boulevard, it was awful.
Yeah.
Right.
Just like trying to get food.
The
and-
food is good once they get it right.
See, I wasn't even impressed with the food.
Like their burgers are really good. Their chicken tenders.
You have
all
a
that are
very
really good.
refined palate though.
I wouldn't even say that.
I go to Hollywood Palms. I get the Whoopi Gold burger,
That is a good burger.
and it's delicious.
So should we do the what the fuck moment?
Why the fuck
You
not?
got it queued up there.
Yeah. This
You
guy,
got it pulled up on the.
Yeah, it's on the
his name is Carlos Romero, accused of donkey sex.
classy.
It says it's his constitutional right to have sex with animals.
Bestiality for the win.
You got to look up this picture for those of you watching. Like, look at how creepy that face is.
We'll remember to actually post this link in the post. We always fucking forget.
We
to
always
that.
do. But yeah,
we
no,
will post
he
this.
looks like
This
he
will be
has
our
sex with
picture
donkeys.
for the post today.
Well, anyways,
It's evil.
He lives in Florida. He's accused of having sex with
Of course he's in Florida.
a miniature donkey, not
That's
a
where the
full-size
zombies
donkey,
started.
a fucking miniature donkey.
They have named Doodle.
Yeah, named Doodle. Is saying that the donkey is protected by the U.S. Constitution.
Having sex with a donkey is protected by the...
One and the same.
Fourth Amendment right my ass.
But anyways, he got caught having sex with a donkey, whether he filmed it or whatever. But he's saying it's constitutional. It's okay. The law's saying no. It's wrong.
George, don't lie. You'd like to have a donkey. You're like, no, that's not me.
My favorite thing about
That's
this...
coming up in season 2, right?
Exactly.
We're on
Season
season
2 Time
3.
Splitters.
Yeah, we're actually on 4. Where have you been?
Oh,
No, I'm talking about in his show.
Oh,
Yeah,
his
season
show,
2 of Time
season
Splitters.
2.
Donkey fucking.
What? Okay, I gotta ask
You have to go
because
back in time to stop that guy.
Exactly.
We're giving you ideas.
Okay, while we're on this though, I forgot to ask, what is the main character's name? All he's been referred to as the protagonist in all your guys' stuff.
We weren't sure for the longest time. The girl's name is Control.
Yeah.
Her character's name is just Control.
Yeah,
His name is Ethan. We're going with Ethan.
Okay, Ethan.
I want to spell something out. Maybe you guys can look it up later. The whole Pyrrha thing. There's a lot to look into there, and I'm a huge Greek mythology guy. And anywhere I can make Easter eggs come up from.
Oh no, I saw that guy in your post. You're like, "There's Easter eggs here," and I'm like, "I'm fucking looking. I don't see them."
So look up Pyrrha and look up what Pyrrha is connected to. Don't just be very broad in your search and really try to find it and let me know if you do.
He's got it on the screen right now.
I own Google, so I got it on the screen.
No, we're not. We won't ruin it for you.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to search for it for yourself. You got to do
Yeah,
some
we
legwork.
will definitely do that.
We will not spoil it for you.
His name does have significance in a way. It is
Okay.
another connection to a never-ending arc I've got in the back of my head.
How hard is it for you to not just like spill everything? It's got to be like you got to just filter at every second.
I mean, I really want to know. I'm not going to give anything away, but I really want to know from you guys. Do you guys, when you watch the trailer, what do you think's going on besides that running in slow motion is happening?
The running backwards with the smoke thing, I've watched it about 12 times. I watched it 6 times at work today.
He's not lying. Like he will. Watch,
I'm not
yeah,
lying. I
he's
just
disgusting.
like watch. What am I missing? Because I know you talked about Easter eggs so much in your on your original post. I'm like, there's got to be something here I'm missing. Like when I first started watching, I know it got canceled, but Flash Forward, I kept a fucking notebook to try to keep track of everything because I'm that fucking retarded.
The shot, the TV. I have to plug our VFX team. They made that TV look like it is actually from 1960.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
The footage there is ripped from
When he's logging in his Operation Complete thing in the trailer.
And the TV behind that text.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta go back and look now.
That's another 15 times he's gonna have to watch it.
I will be. Literally, my boss is off tomorrow. There's me and one other person in the office. I will just be watching the trailer over and over. And I'm gonna be like, dude, this! Oh my god!
If you have to pick, what was Walter Cronkite's biggest casting moment? I don't know if you guys are.
Other than
people as I am.
I don't know. I'm more of a movie buff than a TV guy. Other than like the cluster of shows that I watch. So
Kyle's our history buff here.
Yeah,
He's
Kyle-
gone,
Kyle-
sadly.
And he
Kyle
unfortunately left.
he's our history guy. So
And
The
he's
process has made me force me to make sure I know all my details dead on, so that everyone that watches it can't find anything I did wrong. I have to do everything to the T.
wait, how many seasons have you guys literally mapped out? Like I know
Two scripted from start to finish.
2, so 10 episodes.
8.
8. Okay, so 2 4-season episodes.
Yep.
Shit.
Not bad. Well,
Crazy.
I hope you get to make it.
They're making it. They're
making it either way,
right.
but I hope it gets quickly made so we could watch it as soon as possible.
definitely looking forward
You're
to
more
it.
than welcome to front page total coverage on Geekify TV.
Yes.
I want you to know that our audience is small at the moment, but
Hey,
It's gonna
I
be
just-
big
I just
and-
really appreciate the support. It's massive to me to get this. That you guys are in Chicago, and now I've got support from an awesome group of kids like that in Chicago. To me, that's the world. That's awesome.
We would definitely love to have you come here and sit in person with us, and definitely get to know you better and hang out
And watch the first
and
season of
stuff
Time
like that
Splitters together.
Yes, and you could say, hey, this is watch for this and all that stuff.
Is there going to be director comment? Or okay, so I know you're a big film guy. I'm geeky. I looked at your resume, all that kind of crap that you posted on your website.
He Googled you.
I did Google you, so I'm not gonna lie.
Do I look cool on Google?
Yeah, your results are great. No rapists or anything like I have. So, so
Weird.
Are you just are you like the mastermind behind this, or is it like a joint effort?
It's my baby for sure,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a team effort. There's 7 other people involved. in
Yeah,
it.
because and then the visual effects people are just kind of like, "Hey, we're here." So the visual effects people in like the original clip are like, "Hey, we're here."
My friends out in Seattle, like there's one of them's in Jersey. The kid is up in Albany. There's a lot of kids that are real. I don't know. Everyone just has been waiting for me to do something like this, and I'm kind of pulling all my favors at once and really rallying when I can.
So are you shooting this then too? Are you like the guy behind the camera making the calls and how everything looks?
I'm shooting it. I'm going to be the cinematographer. It's what I like to do the most is camera work. It's camera work and editing is like my textbook thing. That's why I've got so much help around me so that I can focus on like making sure every detail is completely perfect and getting the shot, and I can have people running scripts and running everything else, keeping me organized. Otherwise, I'll drive myself insane.
Yeah,
trying to
because the trailer is epic. Everything that every little itty bitty thing you guys have shown is, I'm just like, give me more.
that means we're doing it right.
Yeah, that means you're doing it absolutely right.
We're very happy to keep up our content quality. It's very important to me.
It's not about quantity; it's all about quality. When it comes down to it. And donkey sex, which he claims the horse was the donkey was in heat.
A lot where we go just in and out.
What the fuck? Kind of happens.
The donkey was in heat, and he was masturbating.
Yes.
So he sensed the donkey was in heat.
Yes.
So the what the fuck moment. My favorite part of the story is that all it is a year of probation, a $200 fine, and then a psychosexual evaluation and possible treatment. That's it. $200 fine for fucking a donkey.
Wait, why is it legal in Mexico then?
Well, it's Mexico. I mean,
and this donkey show says something completely different.
Exactly.
Where have you been all these years?
I've never seen a donkey show, thank God.
Really? It's on the Lobster Tube.
Don't tell me.
He's going to look it up now.
I'll be compelled to look it up. Go look this up. Okay.
Oh God, yeah, that's insane.
It's absolutely disgusting. That you've redeemed yourself. That is a what the fuck moment.
Yeah, the past couple have been like, Andrew, that's not a what the fuck moment.
Last week, I finally finished listening to last week's show.
What was last week's what the fuck moment?
You were talking about the dogs driving, and you went from this guy abandoning his child with his pit bull to dogs driving.
Dogs driving, what the fuck?
I'm like, that's not how you told us how these two stories connected. You're like,
I changed my mind on the fly.
I never said that. And you're like, no, it's in the story. This guy leaves his dog. This dog was taken to this place and taught how to drive a car in Australia. That's how you pitched it to us. And we're like, okay, let's go. That's not how it went.
It was completely different dogs. But anyways, those dogs got their licenses.
Oh, I don't.
They can drive in Australia.
That's so, yeah, we talked about dogs being able to drive. Like, they actually drive the car and shit.
I heard about that.
It's wild. Wild shit.
It was actually pretty cool to read.
They're probably better than most people.
Probably.
Better than Asian women.
Wow. Just laying the racism down.
It's okay. It's comedy.
Yeah. It's okay. That's our excuse.
It's not like we're saying Barack Obama is lame or anything.
Wow.
Yeah,
Back to the political shit.
See, nobody object.
Well, I'm not getting into that again. We're talking about politics. We had a couple political episodes.
For like the first 4 episodes.
We put a prohibition on it for 4 weeks, and it lasted about 6 hours.
So it lasted probably about 6 minutes, to be honest with you.
It came back up in that show like 6 more times. It was the one right after the election.
Yes.
So it got really crazy.
See, this is why my show we focus on music.
Yeah, exactly. You're like everybody loves music.
Politics.
The only complaint about your show is you don't play enough Tool.
Louder rallies.
You know what?
I wore
because
this
we
shirt.
don't play bad music.
Why do you?
Oh.
I wore this shirt for you because I know you're just such a fan of Tool.
No,
you are just a tool.
I am just a Tool. Yeah.
I'll admit that I haven't given Tool like a serious chance.
I know.
Listen to Lateralis, and if you don't jizz your pants, then it's okay.
You should.
Then you're just not a Tool fan.
I will give you this because I know that we talked about this extensively before. How you don't like Tool. Their earlier stuff, I understand. It's rougher. It's grittier. It's more violent.
I'm just not.
It's more of a acquired taste, if you will.
depressed.
But Lateralis is not depressing. Like that is a more I mean, like my favorite song, 46 and 2. Like one of my biggest inspirations. It's not depressing. Like they do actually have non-depressing hating songs, and that's what you should focus on those, and just don't listen to like half of Enema or their first couple albums.
Enema.
Please don't. But like there are some songs that are truly inspiring that you're like, okay, I see. Like maybe those you'll like more because they at first they were hate and fucking shit like that.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, let's be more. They did a bunch of drugs, and then they're like, let's calm down a little bit and make really good music. So yeah, give them a second chance.
What music do you actually prefer? Like band wise?
I mean, I'm all over the place. It just depends what day you ask me.
Yeah, he is. He kind of DJing a lot during our rotation together.
We're supposed to be at school.
We were supposed to be learning, but they can't take the degree away now. It's too late.
Science.
We learned many things. I learned a lot of music actually from you guys there, more than pharmacy stuff. But yeah, no, he did. He had like this plethora of one day it's Black Keys, another day it's like hip hop stuff that I don't know about.
What do you think about the band Fun?
I haven't heard a ton of their stuff. The stuff that I have heard, I mean, I heard their songs, and then I saw them. I think they were on the Colbert Report.
They were.
Yes.
And they sounded
Report.
awful. Sorry, I said the T. I don't know why I said the T. I enjoy the Daily Show. And
I don't
Colbert
think
Report.
that they are
Not
a
as
band to
best as
really see live.
They're overly produced in the studio.
Yes.
They sound auto-tuned and
They are.
reverb which is not the type of music I enjoy. I like something that sounds good live.
Like the Black Keys and things like that. That like they could take that and go live, or like that. I don't want to say like grunge or thing, but yeah, I understand what you mean. Like you like more realistic music,
Like Gangnam Style.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck. Sigh. Apparently he
So
was
is
on
this over
Barbara
yet?
Walters.
No.
Like, most 10
leave.
most interesting people. Also, Honey Boo Boo was on Barbara Walters' most interesting.
This is
people.
why
Honey Boo Boo was also on Dr. Phil.
You guys make fun of me, but this is why I don't watch TV.
You got a
can't-
point there. I
Yeah.
gotta give you.
I don't know. I only
A
watch
lot of the TV
quality
shows now
TV. I don't
is
watch reality TV.
reality. Oh, well, a lot of TV now is reality TV.
Yeah,
Most
I
of
don't
it
watch
is.
it.
And that's why I just stick with ESPN or BBC America when they got 4 hours of Top Gear on. It's like, ooh, Top Gear. I'm sitting there watching that. I'm watching Jeremy, what's his face, and Richard
It's
Hammond.
Thursday.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit on TV that I do not watch like that.
And just so you guys know, I am 1 for 1 with my picks. The Bengals won.
Shit.
When did you do that?
Oh no, I don't
With
have any players. Never mind.
Sofa Sports
sports show.
Report.
Oh, I was babysitting the dog in the other room. I didn't get to watch
Oh,
it.
yeah, no, I said
I'm gonna be editing it. but
I saw
didn't get to
Philly
watch
would
it.
lose to Cincinnati Bungles.
Oh, did you?
Bungles.
The Bungles. they're not worthy of having an E in there. It's
They're
the
not.
Bungles.
They're really not. Well, good. I'm glad you're 1 for 1. Yeah. And again, we'll post that later.
Yeah.
I have to edit it tonight.
Yeah,
heavily.
edit it and send it to me, and I'll post it tomorrow.
Sounds good. All right. I'd like to thank our guests here. Thank you, George. It's been awesome. You're our first Skype guest, and hopefully we can have you on the show again in the future sometime.
Once you
Hopefully
guys
in
are
person.
funded.
Yes, hopefully in person when everything's going live for you guys.
Chicago Fire game. Film an episode in your apartment.
I'll do it.
That's awesome.
down.
We like it. We love it.
Yep. We got a place around here you can stay. Not in my apartment. There's a place on the grounds here you can stay.
Literally underground.
Literally.
He won't rape you in your sleep there.
Yeah,
It's
no,
cool.
George, you're welcome to come on anytime, man. For sure. It's been fun. I can't wait to see Time Splitters. It's going to be freaking awesome. Again, thank you, Travis the Healer. What's your Twitter?
You just said
The
it.
show is Bam.
No.
This show is at Topless Burrito, and I'm at Travis the Healer.
Thank you. And George, you have any Facebook, Twitter, anything to plug for
Plug
those?
all your shit.
Yeah, my at George M. Ivanoff is me, and at time_splitters is us on Twitter. And just type us up on Kickstarter. We are officially on the popular page. So.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I've been showing the site most of the night when we were talking about it. So people definitely go out there and check it out, support it. Definitely support Topless Burrito Bar. They're funny as well too. Support us too because hopefully we're funny and entertaining.
Yes.
We've melded these two worlds together. So thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. It's been good times.
Great
And-
meeting both of you guys.
Yes.
Yes,
Um,
well,
And meeting you, George.
Exactly.
I'm gonna,
You forgot to shake his hand.
I'm gonna be calling you every day, just so you know. Once you guys release the first season, I'm gonna watch the episode and be like, George, what the fuck just happened?
roulette going
You know,
on.
I
Yeah,
just
right.
so you know, I will be calling you.
He'll probably call you about 10 times, and he'll text you about 50 times saying, hey, what the fuck did I miss?
Yeah.
No, you know I'm just gonna be really cryptic back and make.
Oh, I know you're gonna be like J.J. Abrams on this. We don't know what's going on. I swear.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. Good luck to everybody. We'll be back again next week, and with Geekified TV, we're gonna have more shows coming on.
I've got plugs.
Yeah, go ahead. baby.
We've starting in probably the first weekend in January. We're going to have the first episode of Science with my friend Kyle Schockschneider, who is a geneticist out of the University of Illinois, who recently just had his entire dissertation published in the journal Nature. He's going to come in talking about cloning pigs and all this kind of other crap. Not to say it's crap, but like other stuff.
And that show's going to be a little different. We're going to be we're going to have a joke, but I'm going to actually read the article and we're going to analyze it and talk. We're going to talk a little science. We're going to drop a little science on the world.
It's
going to be really fun.
We're going to try to educate people.
Yes.
I went to public school.
Yeah. We'll have the first episode of Sofa Sport Report tomorrow with Andrew Napinski.
That's me.
Check out Geekified TV. We're actually going to be. We made the executive decision to decide to add a bunch of blogs to the thing. We're going to have one from the perspective of a paramedic who is going through
Puberty.
Nursing school. Yes.
Nursing school, medical school.
I was really hoping it was puberty.
One as a pharmacy student, possibly, or
Potentially
something.
The life of a pharmacy student.
The life of a pharmacy student. A lot of medical stuff. We're also going to have, probably not until about March, but we're going to have Chicago Bite, where I'm going to go for all like the, quote, well-known places in Chicago and watch them make their famous dishes, taste them, tell them how crappy they are.
What about movies?
We need to do a movie show, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah,
I see enough movies. I need to do a movie show.
Officer Bondy.
Officer B
movie.
list.
Yes. He
Officer
wants
B
to do
movie.
it. The scheduling conflicts, of course. Like, that's
Yeah.
stuff people need to hear about. But, scheduling is because he's got a shit schedule right now. But, yeah, Officer Bondy wants to do a show. He's all for it. He does ignore your Facebook stuff because he doesn't go on Facebook.
Yeah, we're gonna have Officer B movie reviews. He's a correctional officer here in Chicagoland area, and he's going to review B-rate movies and just basically rip them to shreds in nostalgia critic style. We're gonna attempt to get Doug Walker on from the Nostalgia Critic and Channel Awesome. See if we can get him on the show. Just to like bullshit about what he's got going on now and stuff. But otherwise, check out Geekified TV. This show will be posted onto Geekified Entertainment on YouTube. Somebody already claimed Geekify.tv, which really pissed me off. So go to youtube.com/Geekify Entertainment. We're on Geekify.tv. Geekify TV on Twitter, Geekify TV on Facebook.
We got to make this condensed eventually.
We got everything. So just Google Geekify and you'll fucking find us.
Yes. Thanks everybody for listening.
And we're 3 guys, 1 cup.
That's it.
Yeah, that's our show.
All right. Thank you everybody. And have a good night.
Until next time.
Who are you?
I'm Dave Mankoff.
I'm Brett Kaminsky.
Andrew Nopinski.
Travis the Healer.
And our special guest on the screen.
With
the
low
green
battery
bar.
in front of him. George.
George Ivanoff.
Thank you. All right, guys. Have a
Thank
good night.
you.
Peace.